Namaste everyone. If you're new to this channel, my name is Govindadas, and if you know me already, welcome again. In this series of videos, I would like to share with you a couple of realizations that I got during my 10 years journey with Vastu. And I would like to start by saying that throughout these 10 years, I changed a lot of apartments in which I was living, and not only apartments, but also cities and countries. And I got to experience how space influences us in various circumstances. So not only apartment by itself, but also city, country, collective mentality, and so on. And one thing that I noticed during this journey and during all these changes of apartments is that each time I would enter a new apartment, my life would unfold in different direction. So new lessons would come up, new things to learn, and each apartment was unique. Each apartment was teaching me something new. And by observing this, I got to realize how much space is influencing our psychology and our consciousness. It's not only about how space looks like, it's not about only arranging so it looks visually nice, but it is about adopting the idea that space helps us to advance. On the other hand, I could share experience of my family because long time ago, my grandfather, he acquired a couple of properties in very short span of time. And once I started to learn about Vastu, I took all the floor plans and I was observing what is the situation, how they look like. And I realized that fundamentally all of them were the same. So entrance was almost identically placed, arrangement of the rooms, inside was very similar. And this led me to conclusion that space really influences us. And depending on our stage of consciousness and our psychology, we are attracting certain type of spaces, living spaces. Because it is virtually impossible that persons acquire few properties in very short period of time without knowledge of Vastu or any of that sort, and that they're almost identical. So it's really incredible to observe this phenomenon, and it actually makes a lot of sense, because you see, Vastu is, as I said, it's not only about arranging the space. There is much more to Vastu. It's about our development, both on spiritual path and in this material world, because they work hand in hand. We came into this world to learn about spirituality and to grow. And Vastu is just one of many Vedic sciences, but it's very much similar to Jyotish, to Vedic astrology. The only difference is that Vedic astrology deals with time and, let's say, undefined dimension, while Vastu Shastra deals specifically with space. But in reality, they are two sides of the same coin. And the same how Vedic astrology helps us to realize our lessons and why we came into this world, Vastu helps us on physical level to learn them more easily. Because if we take the idea that space influences us and that our stage of consciousness is directly connected to the space in which we are living, we can draw the conclusion that, whenever you enter a certain space, this space will teach you some lesson. And beautiful thing about Vastu is that space is in a way more powerful than we are. And we are not free from this influence. So we should be thankful actually to this science and to this concept, because if we look closely enough at what space is trying to teach us, it will be just easier for us. Of course, based on the situation, we can adopt certain remedies, but ultimately, these are not remedies to help the space. They're remedies to help us change our consciousness and evolve. So this is just one of the many fascinating concepts in Vastu. And if you would like to learn more, I'll leave a couple of links in the description of this video, so you can check them out. And until the next time, namaste.